Before getting started with today's video, just look at this for a second. This is a SQL notebook inside VS Code. You will be able to see markdowns, you will be able to see SQL blocks, and then you would be able to see the query results appearing beneath those SQL blocks, and you would be able to see the results of each query beneath each cell. If this reminds you of Jupyter Notebook, you are absolutely right. And if you have no idea what Jupyter Notebook is, don't worry. By the end of this video, you will understand what a SQL Notebook is, how it works, and you will automatically understand the core idea behind Jupyter Notebook as well. So whether you are an Oracle developer or an Apex developer or someone who only knows basic SQL, this video is designed so that no prior notebook knowledge is required. Let's get started.
Welcome back to my channel Into the Oracleverse, where we learn about Oracle SQL, PL SQL, and Apex. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Let's quickly talk about what a notebook actually means. A notebook is not just a place to write code. It's a combination of explanations, code, and output living together in one single flow. Instead of running a huge SQL script, which we used to do earlier from top to bottom, we work step by step, documenting our thinking and seeing the results live. So I'll be creating a SQL notebook from scratch here. To do that, I'll click on File and then New File, and I'll choose Oracle SQL Notebook. Now we'll be able to see this particular window. First, in SQL Notebook, everything is built around cells. So there are two types of cells. One is a code cell and the other one is a markdown cell. So first, let's get started with the markdown cell. To add a markdown cell, we can either click this or we can hover over an existing cell's border and we'll be able to click this. So with this, we'll be able to add markdown cells, and underneath at the right bottom, you'll be able to see the type of the cell. Now, what is a markdown? Markdown is just a lightweight way to format text. So for example, now this is a PL SQL cell, so let me just delete it. First, let me get started with the markdown title. To create a markdown title, I'll just have to enter hash and a space and title. Once I have everything ready, I can just click this. You'll be able to see that the title is formatted in the right way. And then if I need this markdown block to be subtitle, I can just enter two hashtags space title 2. Yeah, the title 2 is appearing underneath it. I'll be able to group things as well based on the titles. And now let me create another markdown underneath this to create a third title in the similar fashion. So we'll have to provide 3 hashtags and title 3. And once I'm done with this, I'll click this. So now you'll be able to see this icon underneath title 2 as well. So with this, we'll be able to group the relevant contents and we would be able to focus only on things that we wish to focus. So this is how we would be able to structure our notebook in a better way. Now let's look into the creation of bullet points. So to do that, I'll just have to add an hyphen followed by text. Hyphen followed by text. Now if I click this, I'll be able to see that they are formatted as bullet points. Let's see how to make a text bold. To bolden this exact phrase, so I'll just have to add 2 asterisks and 2 asterisks. And once I'm done with my editing, yeah, so you'd be able to see it being boldened. Now, if I have to make it italic, I just have to enclose it within 1. So yes, so that's pretty much it. Now we already know enough markdown to use it in the notebooks. Now let me copy some cells from my previous notebook. So to do that, I'll just have to click here and then I can click this 3, copy cell, and I'll be able to paste it here. So let me delete this. So with this, we'll be able to copy a cell log from one notebook to another. And now let me create a code cell. This is where things get interesting because here we'll be able to write a code and we'll be able to execute it. I'll choose the schema. Now I have just deleted it recently, so you would be able to see the error lines here. If we face any errors like this when we are drafting this document, so we'll be able to clear it easily by just clicking this. So this will clear all the outputs that are present in the given notebook. Now let me just get back to the previous notebook that I had and let me just execute everything. To run everything, I'll just have to click run all. Now everything is executed, and then so ideally it should show results now, and we can see the results now. Here we can see that when the query runs, the result appears immediately below the code. So there is no switching of tabs, no scrolling up and down. Everything is live and visible right where we are working and where we are documenting the things. This is incredibly powerful because we are not just writing SQL, we are thinking out loud. So this is one of the main advantages that we have with the notebooks. With this, we know that we are getting these values from this particular query. So we would be able to refine it in the upcoming steps as well. To do that, I'll click here and then I'll add a code cell beneath. And now let me type the grouping part. let me provide a particular query which groups the data based on the department. Now I have it here and I'll be able to execute it here. And the results are displayed underneath it. So with this, we'll be able to brainstorm or we'll be able to run things in a good flow one by one. We write a query, we see the output, we refine it, and then we move forward step by step. Let's talk about why SQL notebooks are a big deal. So I can add a markdown cell here and I can provide a relevant markdown which would help others as well as myself. So at a later point, I'll be able to understand why I started to refine this query in such a way. So I'll be able to document it in a very good way so that my SQL, the output, as well as the explanation, everything lives together. So if someone else or if even myself, if I open it after quite some time, I don't just see the query. I can understand why these queries exist. We can rerun this query anytime. So as I have shown in the previous notebook as well, so I can run everything at any given point of time and I'd be able to clear all outputs and then I'll be able to rerun it again. So all these things would make it ideal for analysis, reporting, debugging, and even data preparation. Moreover, this is version control friendly where this can be committed to Git. So since this particular output is stored as SQL NB file format, so this is treated or this can be treated as a real code. And one prime advantage is, so if we are already using VS Code, this feels completely natural. So there are no context switching for each and everything, and there are no extra tools which are needed, and everything is in a single place. Here's the interesting part. If you understood this notebook concept, you already understand Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter does the same thing, just with Python, data science, and ML instead of SQL. So SQL Notebook in VS Code is not just a feature, it's a modern way of thinking about SQL. If you are still using plain worksheets for everything, this might completely change your workflow. And there is one more thing that I would like to share here. So this particular layer is called as breadcrumb, with which we'd be able to navigate to different sections in a much simpler way. So here I have this as the main header and I have several subheaders. So to navigate to the relevant part in a much easier way, I can just hover over it and then I can choose the relevant steps and then I'd be able to navigate there in a much faster way. So yeah, so this is one another good feature that we have here. This is the second video of the playlist Modern Oracle SQL in VS Code, where we are looking at different features within the SQL Developer extension of Oracle within VS Code. So we'll be covering more in the upcoming videos as well. Thank you so much for watching.
If this video helped you learn something new or find what you are looking for, please give it a like. It really helps the channel. I'd also love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to drop a comment below. And if you are interested in more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.